Alright, what up, squad? What's poppin'? Is you ready for a reaction video since we last spoke? Just talking about, 38 Special about to drop tonight, you know what I mean? Everybody getting it. But I'm a little disappointed because I see only 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I thought everybody, I thought you had one in the clip and the talk for everybody. You know how many people that would be? How many people would that be? But I just thought it'd be longer, you heard? I thought it'd be longer, but it says 38 Special, fools me. He said ain't nobody breathing. After 20-something hours, ain't nobody breathing. He gonna charge you for air. You heard? He gonna put it in a bag and charge you to breathe. Wait, I think I heard that somewhere. I think that was an Eminem ball. My bad. Let's get to it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hype, subscribe, and like, man. I've been waiting for this. I've been invested. I wasn't gonna do no more music reactions. We done with that, bro, because they don't monetize. But let's get to it. Enough rambling. I like the build. I like the way it's building.
Hey yo, every day I wake, I got new hate. These niggas ride dick so much, they got a due date. Rappers too.
That was type funny though. They ride D so they got a due date. All right, so that's towards everybody. All right, they riding D so much they got a due date. Let's get back to it.
Ride dick so much, they got a due date. Rappers too fake, frontin', they have to move weight. You joined the gang at 30-something, that was too late. You think 38 give a fuck what a rap dude make? They had wagyu on their plates, we had cube steaks.
That even about, I know that can't be about Kiss, man. I don't think he was ever throwing up sets or nothing like that. You heard? I don't think he was ever affiliated. This guy, this got to be about Jim. I forgot about Jimmy. It's got to be about Jimmy. Because Jimmy was, Jimmy was talking crazy. And Fat Joe was TS. He never was in a gang. All right, let's go.
Too late. You think 38 give a fuck what a rap dude make? They had wagyu on their plates. We had cube steaks. Niggas only care about views and how they shoes lace. You had a baby.
Yeah, that's definitely about Jimmy, because remember how he was getting on 38 Special about if you lace your Timbs all the way to the top, this, that, and the third, he was getting on he was getting on the whole upstate, bro. I don't know if he was getting at just the row, he was getting on the whole upstate, but he was getting on the way that 38 Special fit was, you heard? He was getting on him about that, and that's definitely a Jimmy. Yeah, that's definitely Jimmy.
Care about views and how they shoes lace. You had a baby by a bum bitch. That's a fool's mate.
So Jim, I don't see two white men jumping Spesh and he falling down the escalator in the airport. Niggas is cooking them and.
All right, so he called it. He said you had a baby by a bum bee. That's a fool's mate. All right, that was a little bar. Fool's mate, get it? Fool's mate. So I think this might be all about Jimmy. Fool's mate. That's a fool's mate. Because, you take a girl, you have a baby with her. That's a mate. You mating with her. So that's a fool's mate, like the song, fool's mate, checkmate, whatever, the whole, scheme on that. And then you got Iron Sheik right there, which if y'all didn't see my other videos, go check that out with Jim Jones and 38 Special going back and forth. Because I got Iron Sheik, he outside of Cortland, you heard? And that was his voice. He did an interview on it. And he was talking about how, 38 Special really liked that. He really liked that. So let's get back to it.
Especially falling down the escalator in the airport. Niggas is cooking them and he's telling the cops, no, they jumped me, they attacked me. Special ain't doing none of that. I don't see.
You know what I just realized too? You know what I like about this? Is because if you remember the aroma, Jim Jones was on it. And the fact that he got somebody talking about, because when he said them Spanish dudes, that had nothing to do with 38 Special. That part where, them Spanish motherfuckers running over you. This, that, and the third. In the Bronx, I don't care who you was. That wasn't about Special, but I like the way he kind of flipping it because he's putting somebody talking about Jim Jones, which Iron Sheik is doing, in his own city, bro. Well, I mean, Jim says he's from Harlem, but he's from the Bronx. I don't know, whatever. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. I like the flip. I like the flip. I could draw the parallels where they are. You heard? Let's get back to it.
The cops, yo, they jumped me, they attacked me. Spesh ain't doing none of that. I don't see Spesh running at the rucker and all that. You know, this is respectful shit. I don't see Spesh didn't have these kind of.
Yo, so I like the way that he put in, you know, Spesh running at the. I don't see Spesh running at the rucker. I remember when he was doing that. That's back when he punched Gutter. When he snuffed Gutter and he had to roll under cars. He was crazy because they was outnumbered. They went to the rucker. He's like, yo, I'm a snuff dude. He snuffed Gutter in the back of the head and forget it. Whole Junior Mafia just bugged out. You heard? They flocked him.
Issues because he moves
Hey, yo, I came to talk to these kids on some grown shit. Follow no man, do your own shit. But please.
Okay. He said, I'm going to talk to these kids on some grown shit. Follow no man. Do your own shit. Basically talking to Jimmy Little Homie, you know what I'm saying? Chunky, Biz Chunky or something like that, you know, that dropped that diss track. He's like, yo, don't follow, dude. He said he was one of his young bulls, but he's older. I think he's in his 30s or whatever. But he could be also talking to the youth. I don't know.
Follow no man, do your own shit. But please make sure you own shit. Don't have a lot of chains with no cribs or some Jim Jones shit. Yo, Jim, I got a bone to pick. That's some whole shit talking about how another nigga toes fit. When your house on the foreclosed list. He lost his crib in '06, and this nigga still homesick. What I really don't get, you won't be a street nigga so bad that you got Alpo, old bitch. But
woo! Alright, yo, yeah. Chrissy catches some strays. I know he copped the crib in '06. I think that shit went up for like, you know, foreclosure and shit like in, 2016, 19, something like that. But he said you can't even go home. You're homesick. This, that, and the third. You have Alpo's, because, you know, everybody knows about Chrissy being with Alpo when she was younger. Like, she was younger. She was known, you know what I'm saying? She was known back in Harlem. So, hey, let me rewind that.
Talking about how another nigga toes fit. When yo.
All right, so that's when he's talking about his fit. You know, if you don't look like you got a wife bee on underneath the tee or whatever. You can't talk to me, this, that, and the third. I got to rewind a little bit more.
That's some whole shit talking about how another nigga toes fit. When your house on the foreclosed list. He lost his crib in '06, and this nigga still homesick. What I really don't get, you won't be a street nigga so bad that you got Alpo, old bitch.
That's
but Post
crazy.
said she don't blow dick.
Wow.
Post said she don't blow dick. Man, this nigga talking like a boss, but ain't giving out no jobs. Nigga, you can't even go home and get a blow job before you.
Yo, all right, that's wild. He talking like a boss, but he ain't giving out no jobs. That's wild. This shit sound like a Jim Jones diss right now. Like, I haven't heard nothing except for, like, the beginning could have been. So, I mean, I really haven't heard nothing yet. But, yo, I know I keep pausing. It's only 2 minutes. But, hey, I got to talk on it because he's actually making it clear for you who he talking about.
Nigga, you can't even go home and get a blow
That's
job
wild.
before you made cash off rap. What was your job? Jim Story faker than the one fat Joe Rob. And yo.
Oh, shit. He said Jim Story faker than the fat Joe. Oh, my God. Then the one fat Joe Rob, like when he, Fat Joe tells a story, when he's out there and he, like 70-something heads or whatever, the whole entire gym. He robbed the gym. He's trying to say that, yeah, your story's faker than that. Because we know Fat Joe be, he put that extra sazon on the story, you heard? If there was 2 guys, he'd say it's 10. If there's 10, he'd say it's 100. He actually adds an extra 0. He carries a 0. It's like, how the fuck you carry a fucking 0, bro? There was 10 people, now there's 100. You can't, like, he carries a 0. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he be doing that. He admits he be doing that, too.
Joe job, Jim Story faker than the one fat Joe Rob. And yo, bro, face type valid. Without that body work, that bitch would be shaped like Khaled. Better replace some steaks for some late night salads. No matter.
Nah, yo, he getting all Chrissy. Because remember, she had to fluctuate in weight, whatever, back on, Love and Hip Hop. And but her face, she never ages. She never ages. She still looked the same way she did. Who knows how old she is? But she been looking. Yeah, she's straight in the face.
That bitch will be shaped like Khaled. Better replace some
like
steaks for some late night salads. No matter how much you hate, you can't take my talent. You're talking to a real man with skilled hands. I took kilograms and build brands. Got a flow that'll fill stands. Only reason Kiss eating cause he fat Joe, lil mans.
Yo, did he say the only reason Kiss seen cause he fat Joe, little mans? That approach, that's actually a good approach, because since Joe and Jada started, a lot of people were saying that, because Fat Joe was getting all this flack, but you know what I'm saying, by everybody, alphabets and all this and that, and they've been trying to break them up. And this kind of like solidifies that, because a lot of people are like, yo, you like his little man, you just let him talk, you let him talk over you, this, that, and the third. But not everybody loved the podcast, so he taking that route, which is smart. It's a smart move. I don't think he's gonna face Kiss on that. But let's just finish this up. Let's wrap it up. Sounds like he's rapping in a tin can though. Like who mixed this shit? You could tell he put this out quick.
That'll fill stands. Only reason Kiss eating cause he fat Joe, lil mans. Fools me. Fools me. Fools me.
All right. You know what? I think it was recorded like this, purposely done to give you that authentic feel, like that, that vintage feel of what hip hop used to sound like. It used to sound like you was rhyming in a tin can because the mics were trash, you heard? The mics were straight up trash. What do y'all think, man? I'm going to be honest with you. If anything, Jim and Chrissy got it the worst, man. Like, he was taking shots at, both of them. He got on your whole lineage, bro. But I think they copped the crib in 2006. It's still, I still see what he doing. He put it together real quick. It might be a bait track, but it's like, I also remember when he was on PSA for life. He also told him, he's like, that's not fair. What? He only gave me 2 bars. Basically, that's what he did. He gave him like a bar. He gave him a bar or 2. He gave Kiss a bar or 2. He gave Joe a bar. He gave, what's his name, a bar? Jimmy. A bar. Jimmy's wife, I think she got it worse than he did, to be real with you. But, I like the schemes, you know what I'm saying? He played on, you trying to be a gangster at 36? Who the fuck want to do that? I ain't going to hold you. That shit sound crazy. When you really think about it, when you hit in your 30s, is usually when a lot of motherfuckers wising up and they sitting, spending all that time staring at the, you know what I'm saying? The ceiling. And they're like, fuck this. This ain't worth it. So that's a crazy flip. I like the way he flipped that, on Jim. Like, bro, you turn the gangster at 36. And, he just played, it was light, though. I don't feel like it was anything like Scorched Earth. I don't even feel like the aroma was anything on him, Scorched Earth. I don't think he really went in on him. He just said, is this about, a verse, or is this about a career? I'm the career repo. Now, don't get me wrong. Kiss really did flame the record. Fat Joe surprised me as well. I was just thinking that he was going to put something more, just surgical together. But this might just be one of those tracks. I'm going to throw it out there, see if y'all respond. But at this point, if there's no response to it, Jim, you got to respond. You definitely got to respond. Kiss, nah. Joe, nah. I feel like he's not really getting on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think he respects Kiss. I think he respects Joe. I just think that, he went a little off the rails. He was on a podcast and shit happened. And of course he deserved a little, a little, one of them guppy joints, you heard? Shun, who you talking to? But at the end of the day, it's a cool track. Like, Jim, answer back. You got to respond to this, you heard? Now I got to I've been talking for like 15 minutes, you heard? Let me know what y'all think. I don't think there really needs to be a back and forth unless he doubles up and drops another one. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.